Good afternoon. This is John Rowell for the Rowell Report. Today is Friday, December 12th, 2025. What is going to happen along the contact line in Ukraine? Will there be a ceasefire? Will there be a demilitarized zone? Will there be an economic zone? These are questions which will be answered in possibly the not so far away future. One world leader has offered his opinion on this whole situation of a ceasefire, Erdogan. So he's pushing for a ceasefire just like we expected him to. This information's coming from Ukrainska Pravda. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Well, what does Erdogan want? I mean, what did he come down to it? When you boil it all down, what does he want? He wants the F35s. That's what he's been looking for. He has F-16s. He has too many F-16s. He doesn't know what to do with them. What he wants is the F-35s. So it doesn't matter how many civilians are attacked in Gaza, but when he sees that it's an opportunity for him to ask for an F-35, he will complain to President Trump, and as soon as President Trump tells him he's thinking about selling him some F-35s, then immediately he goes silent. He disappears back into the shadows. And then another important event happens in the world, and he comes back out, and there he is, wanting to be helpful, of course, helpful to the United States, to their plans. So here he's putting out this idea of a partial ceasefire. The Russians have already said that they've tried ceasefires in the past, they don't work, and they're not going to try those anymore. But this world leader, Erdogan, he needs to continue to tout the line of President Trump because, of course, he wants the F-35s. So he's just going to continue to go and go and go and go until he gets those. So now he's pushing this line. Basically, this would benefit Ukraine immensely to have a stop in the fighting because they are losing, they are being pushed back, they are thin on the front lines, they are thin on military equipment, they're thin on resources. So as they continue to be pushed back, any world leader who comes in and says, ceasefire, 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 obviously he's there to support Ukraine. But really what Erdogan is trying to do is not support Ukraine. He wants to get certain things from the United States. One is, of course, the F-35. So he will show up when it's necessary for him to make his case and to further the interest of Turkey. But this whole plan, this cockamamie plan that he puts out about a limited ceasefire and with regard to energy facilities and ports, this is over the top, ridiculous. If you take into account that Ukraine uses energy to move their trains, to move their troops, to move their tanks, armored vehicles, weapons, everything they have, they're moving throughout Ukraine using electricity. So where does electricity come from? It comes from the energy facilities. So we have now, when Russia attacks an energy facility, they say, this is a civilian infrastructure they are attacking. Well, of course not. It's mixed use. It's energy for everybody. But they've already announced in the media that the military industrial facilities and anything related to the war effort is going to take priority over civilians. So let's say you're a civilian, you're not even getting energy probably for 8 hours a day. So you don't have energy for 16 hours, whereas the military industrial complex, they have energy for all day. So Russia just continues to take out more energy facilities, more substations, and they continue to break down the Ukrainian energy infrastructure. So here we have Erdogan coming out, stop the attacks on the energy facilities. Well, that would be stupid. So the Russians aren't going to do that. And then cut down the attacks on the ports. So why does Erdogan even care about the ports? He cares about the ports because the Western countries, many of them, are sending military equipment to Ukraine through the ports. So it's nothing to do with exporting, the wheat or any other, harvested food staple. So before they used to call Ukraine the breadbasket of the Soviet Union because it was so fertile and had and did so well, but Ukraine really is a country at a standstill. So really what they're doing now is making war and getting money, getting weapons, getting soldiers, and making more war. So why would Erdogan care about the ports? Because the U.S. wants to continue to bring in weapons and any kind of military equipment, military advisors, whatever, through the ports. Because it's actually it's better for them to get the weapons to where they need to go. It's so anyway. Erdogan is pushing for this partial ceasefire for the energy facilities and ports. And remember, what does he want? What does Turkish President Erdogan want? He wants the F-35. So that is his plan. Meanwhile, on the other side, Russia is repeating for the 10th time, the 15th time, the 50th time, the 100th time, I don't know, that ceasefire is not workable and they will never accept it. So then I'll put a link to the articles below in the description, so you're welcome to see that. So then why do they keep on pushing that? Well, for Turkey, again, it's about the F-35. He wants to be seen as supporting President Trump's efforts, and he wants to continue to receive the assistance of the United States for certain military equipment that he doesn't have now. So anyway, other leaders have piped in. They're all saying ceasefire, ceasefire, ceasefire. Well, Russia is not going to accept that because they know it doesn't benefit them, that Ukraine is not going to observe any ceasefire, and Ukraine will use any ceasefire to restock their front lines, do troop rotations, etc. Exactly what Russia doesn't want them to do. So anyway, this is a train that's going down the tracks to Nowhereville, and Erdogan is on it. And but anyway, he still may get those F-35s, who knows, but he'll keep on trying. And meanwhile, we'll go to another topic. So if you like this video, and please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you at another video here on the Rowell Report. Have a good day. Bye-bye.